You are watching the Bremerton Beat Blast.
Stick around, Bremerton. We got 5 stories for you coming up after this. Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1 today, we begin with potholes. Yes, they are everywhere, all over Kitsap County. From Bainbridge Island to Port Orchard, there are potholes everywhere, and public works crews have struggled this winter to keep up with them. On Monday, I went out with Mike Hart, a customer service specialist with the City of Bremerton's Water Department, to find out where they lurk and what the city is doing about them.
They're definitely worse this year with all the rains and the deterioration of the roads from not paving.
That's the challenge.
Yeah.
Thanks to many of you for responding to my inquiry about where the worst potholes in Kitsap County can be found on Facebook. But it appears there's no worse pothole right now than the one that has formed outside of that one restaurant off of Lund Avenue in Port Orchard. This thing is huge. It even prompted the owner, due to all of the complaints he was getting, to sponsor a contest for a free meal given away to the person who could come up with the funniest meme or picture depicting this massive pothole.
The video is a car coming by, a real nice car, Camaro. He passes by in the lake, and I'm fishing in the lake as I've got the big one.
Story number 2. You might have noticed something a little bit different on 4th Street recently. There's a new brewery in town. Wobbly Hops Brewery is no more. It was the first brewery a couple of years ago to hit the downtown scene, but its owners have sold to Jeffrey Scott, who plans to continue brewing beer there as well as add some fun events. Here's Jeffrey with what you can expect to find when you go visit Dog Days Brewery.
Well, we like to do a lot of different events. We like to bring kind of a wide range of stuff. We're doing a lot of trivia. We're doing events where people can come out and they can do it either in a group format or by themselves. And we also like to bring our beer to the table. We've got 12 recipes right now on tap, and we're just currently doing more and more, and we're looking forward to letting everybody taste all the stuff we got coming out. We like it a place where somebody can just sit down and relax and not feel like they got to get in and get out. We want them to be able to stay as long as they want and relax.
Story number 3 here on the Bremerton Beat Blast. We are going to take a quick ferry ride over to Port Orchard to visit the Dragonfly Cinemas. Come along, shall we? Our journey to Port Orchard today is to go visit Dragonfly Cinemas. Dragonfly was purchased last year by Nick Taylor, a Manette resident who has reinvented the place and is bringing lots of local and indie films, but he's most proud of starting a film festival. This is Port Orchard's first film festival, and it's happening this weekend.
The building has a pretty incredible history. It goes back, it was originally a vaudeville theater. It was a live theater. It's almost 100 years old. It was converted to a cinema. Originally was one big stage and screen, but it's been split into 2 since the 80s. We're so excited to bring exposure to a lot of these films. We do have a lot of local filmmakers. The support has been incredible, and it's really a great opportunity to foster a filmmaking community and bring some recognition to all the great people who are doing incredible work in the area.
Story number 4, now that we've come back into the city of Bremerton, has to do with a downtown building. The Chase building in downtown is known for its peculiar mosaic architecture. It's like a sandy beach that goes vertical. That sandy beach, though, is going away. A $3 million project by its owner, Bremerton Capital Group of Southern California, will completely remake the building, encapsulating all of those rocks under big black panels. Now, of course, there's lots of people who work in downtown Bremerton, and I wanted to get their take on what they think of the plans and of the building itself.
I think the rocks kind of look like kitty litter up there. I've never been a big fan of them, so I think it's great that they're actually looking at maybe doing some positive improvements on the building.
I do like the building. I think it is definitely a staple in our community, but I'm pretty excited to see some modernization to the building and to see the growth that's happening here in downtown. So I'd like to see what they're looking to do.
I like that it has texture. There's not many buildings around here that have a lot of texture.
It sounds like they have a really beautiful plan to fix it up, and with everything going on in Pacific and, you know, the updates at the Admiral and newly renovated marquee coming in the fall, I think it's going to be a nice addition to Pacific, so looking forward to it.
And finally, story number 5 on the blast this week is about Kitsap Rocks. This is a very unique program that started up just over a year ago, in which rocks are painted, then hidden, and for some stranger to find down the road in an effort to make their day a little bit brighter.
It's fairly simple. You just want to find some rocks, paint them, seal them, maybe write a simple message or really anything that you'd like to paint, and then set them out in the community. It's just a way to have a very fun activity with your family and your friends.
And we have a really great group of people. It's really neat. There's been lots of friendships that have started in this. People meet each other at parks. Kids, you know, random Kitsap Rock members will hand, you know, their rocks to the kids. And so that's been really a lot of fun, watching that and seeing all the stories come out.
It was really nice to have something to do while my husband was gone. It gave my daughter and her friends on a rainy day, let's paint some rocks. And then the next nice day, let's go to the parks and hide the rocks. It got us out to places we didn't know existed. We've met so many fantastic people, and it was a great way to feel like we were actually connected to the community that we were living in as a family that moves around a lot.
All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Hope to see you at the inaugural Farmers Market this Thursday, 4 to 7 p.m. at Evergreen Rotary Park. See you next week.